Yo, what's going on today, guys? Hope you're having a great day, as always. Now, let's get into today's commentary. Now, this game is actually a pretty decent one. It's a good start. It ended up, the ending score, I don't even know, but it wasn't really that great. Didn't pan out. We end up actually losing the game, unfortunately. I definitely could have done more to try to help us win the game, but it's just a public match, and playing public matches now is almost like it's still fun to do. But it just doesn't really mean anything. So it's a lot of how do I say it? It's just for fun. It's just to warm up mostly. And if you want to go for like a lot of kills or something, then definitely a public match is the way to go. Because you're going to see a lot more action than a private match or a game battles match, for example, where you're not going to see as much action, but the stakes are much higher in a private match or game battles. Definitely like a game battles match. Yeah, that's the biggest thing that I've noticed. Just the way I kind of look at these types of game modes. I just look at them differently, even though it's the exact same game. It's actually very different because you got to play differently in order to succeed. And plus, success in a public match means a lot of different can mean a lot of different things. I mean, it could mean winning the match, or it could mean getting a good kill death ratio. It could mean getting a lot of kills, getting a certain kill streak. Who knows? It's a lot of different reasons to play public match. But anyway, I'll get off that. That's kind of a boring topic. So what else I want to talk about is, I guess, some of what's been happening with the quote unquote team that I'm on right now for game battles. Um, I think overall we've been playing definitely better than we used to, a hell of a lot better. And I'm trying to remember like an old thing about Michael Jordan, the basketball player. If in case you don't know, I know when he was younger, he used to play his brother on a one-on-one in basketball, and I know that he or Michael Jordan did not beat his brother in basketball for a very, very long time. I'm not exactly sure how long, and I don't really remember the exact specific details of the story, or if there even are specific details. But I just remember that story that he used to play his brother a lot in one-on-one, and that he couldn't beat him. He kept trying, and then someday down the road, he eventually ended up beating him. And I think after that, Michael never lost to his brother again in a one-on-one. So I kind of view the game battles as kind of a similar scenario now. I don't think I'll be getting to the point where we never lose or the team never loses, but I think we can get to that point where we're a lot better than most of the competition on game battles. I think we have a lot of things to work on, and that's the great thing about an inspiring story such as Michael Jordan's against playing against his brother in basketball, is that it's a great kind of motivational thing to use, and you can use that. You don't have to use it necessarily for Call of Duty, but it's kind of like I guess a metaphor or something for life itself. So use that as you will, but don't get discouraged, because Michael Jordan lost to his brother so many times, and then he beat his brother, and then look what he became. Look what Michael Jordan became. Granted, I'm a lot older than Michael Jordan was when he was probably playing it one-on-ones versus brother, but that's just minor details. So here I actually pick up the L115, which is the only sniper I've really ever used. I might have used another sniper if I randomly picked it up, but if I'm gonna run a sniper class, this is the only sniper that I use. I just find it's consistent. I don't really snipe that often to know like which one's the best, but I see professionals using this one, and I was like, well, professionals good enough for them. That's gonna be good enough for me then. And it's a high-powered sniper rifle. It's you can definitely get hit markers with it, but I think it's around deadly. It's deadly from the knee up, supposedly. So try to keep those shots, around chest height or above, and you should be good to go. And I gotta say, this is actually a good kill streak. This Griffin that I'm in. At first, I just looked past it. About several weeks ago was when I actually figured out or a couple weeks ago was when I actually figured out what the actual power that this thing it holds in it, and especially in like a ground war match, because playing in ground where there's going to be more people, and this thing is really hard to shoot down. I've played against someone who has a Griffin, and it's a pain in the ass. I mean, I don't run like, I don't know, I guess you could probably use like a Stinger missile or something against it, or whatever anti-air that they have in this game. I've never used any of those launchers, but I'm sure you could probably get a lock-on. That would probably be the easiest way to destroy one of those things, because trying to shoot at one can be pretty frustrating because they're so very small and they move not super quick, but it's just kind of weird. You know, it's kind of hard to predict it, and it's just a little bit. They're just such a small target, and it's very difficult to shoot down if you have like an assault rifle or something. Highly recommend trying to figure out what launcher works against that, and what can actually lock on to aircraft. I guess would probably do the trick there. But it's good. It does. You know, it's a one-shot kill for most part. You just gotta. I'd practice with it if you're gonna wanna use it. Just start practicing with it, because it can definitely change the course of the gameplay, because a lot of people are afraid of it. Some people will come out, they don't even realize there's an aerial kill streak because it's so small. It's not like for example, a chopper gunner, or, well, there's no chopper gunner in this game, but it's not like a battle, for example, the Battle Hind. Now, everybody knows when a Battle Hind is out. Pretty much everyone knows. But the Griffin, it's just so small, and I guess it does show up on the radar, but it's again, it's so small and it's a hard target, and it does deal quite a bit of damage. It's very effective. So I highly recommend you guys check that kill streak out. Also, I might download the Wolf skin. It's like $2. I don't know. I thought it was gonna be cool. Like, I was like, when I heard about it, I was like, I should probably download that immediately because that's gonna be awesome. But as I got into it, and I was just like, I don't know. I don't really play. I don't really care for it as much, even though the guard dog is a great kill streak for 5 kills. It's a very, very good kill streak for 5 kills. And pretty much everyone uses it, because it's like, it's just something that's, you know, fairly achievable for most people to get that in a game. And actually, you know, I'm actually doing pretty solid here with the snipes. Sniper rifle is I practice it. To get, actually, you might see my forearms there and stuff. That's forearms of the ghillie suit. Now the ghillie suit is a suit, you kind of look like a Wookiee, or just like an abomination, but camouflaged. And it's really neat, because it's very cheap, especially on this map, I think, because you blend in quite well. But it works, and it's I don't know, it's a good thing to use for public matches, and I even use it sometimes in competitive, depending on what map it is. I'll probably change it up, just because you kind of blend in more, and you can be really difficult to see in certain spots on the map. But yeah, to get the ghillie suit, what I was alluding to is I had to snipe a lot. I had to get 850 kills with a sniper rifle with using a chrome line, which by no means is a difficult task. I mean, if they're gonna make the challenge, okay, that's a difficult task to get 850 kills, because it's a lot of time spent sniping. But what's not difficult, I guess they make it a little easier by saying you need to use the chrome line attachment, which only just increases your damage. And it's, you know, if it were like the ACOG, which would be a little bit harder, actually a lot harder, if you had to use like an ACOG or a silencer, something like that. But see, you just see this Griffin just going to town, and if you can get good with your aim with the Griffin, you got to really follow that little red kind of reticle in the middle. Then you're gonna be messing up the other team, and they're not gonna like you very much. But screw them, they're the other team. That's what they deserve for not being on your team. But yeah, not too much more of the video left. I just want to say I'm gonna have some more gameplays. I'm gonna try to make a montage, another rage montage, not of myself, but of someone else, gathering some clips, and that should be out hopefully this weekend, as long as I can get everything in fine working order and put in the time to do it, which I will. So anyway, guys, you have a wonderful day, and we'll see you soon. Peace.
SATCOM spotted.